You are watching Tony R619 Break.
Hey, what's up my YouTube friends? Clark Kent with you guys today. Tony with you guys today. Today I have a video response for Dustin A side, or Dustin Abraham, for Dustin and Blake and Carly. Don't forget Carly, they have an awesome channel and they're celebrating 400 subscribers. That is a lot because it took me forever to get to just 100. It took me 2.5 years just to get to 100. So they are moving really quick. So they're doing a good job. I love their channels. I love watching their channel. Carly is the cutest little girl. But check out their channel. I'll put a link in the description. And congratulations on 400. He wanted us to do a video response on our top 10 baseball players of all time. Now I'm gonna change it up a little bit because my all-time will have to be people that I watch. I did not see Babe Ruth play, so and I know he's one of the greatest. The numbers are there, and everybody talks he's the greatest, and Mickey Mantle. But I did not see these players play. Hank Aaron, I did not see these players play. So I'm gonna do a top 10 of the players that I've seen, that I got to see play, and some of them I got to see play in person. So check it out. I'm gonna switch over the camera, and I'll give you my top 10 in no particular order. Just some great players that I saw play in my lifetime, currently in my lifetime. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Let me just flip over the camera. All right, my YouTube friends. So this is the response of my top 10. This was really hard to do. And like I said, I changed it to the players that I got to see in my lifetime, that I got to see play. A lot of these I saw them play in person. I went to the ballpark and saw them play here in San Diego. So let's start. And I know that many of you guys are not going to agree with me at all, but this is just one man's opinion. So, and I know that you guys are not going to agree with me. But first, it will be Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn he played on just one team on the San Diego Padres, and he led the league in hits 7 years. He also led the league in batting average for 8 years with a career high 394 1 year, and he has a lifetime batting average of 338. He also stole 56 bases in a year, and he's a 15-time All-Star and also a 5-time Gold Glove winner. So he had speed. We kind of see him as a heavy set guy, but he had speed when he first came out into the league, and I got to see him play many times here in San Diego. So this is in no particular order, guys, because there's so many great players. Here's Barry Bonds, another of my top 10. I got to see him play a couple of times here in San Diego too. He is the home run king, had 762 career home runs. He's a 14-time All-Star. He had 73 home runs in 1 year, which is still the record. 7-time MVP and 8 Gold Gloves. So Barry Bonds is definitely part of my top 10, and I got to see him play as well. Next is Ken Griffey Jr. Now I did not see Ken Griffey play live, but I got to see him play. We all know him as the Kid. He started up with Seattle. He took the pay cut, I believe, to go to the Reds, and if injuries wouldn't have hurt him, he would have monster years. But he's a 13-time All-Star. He won 1 MVP and he won 10 Gold Gloves. We all remember him making awesome catches. So he's part of my top 10. Next is the Iron Man, Cal Ripken. Saw him play. I didn't get to see him play, but I saw him play a lot. I loved him as a kid. Also because he was the Iron Man, and he played in 2,632 consecutive games, which is still a record. He's a 2-time MVP and a 19-time All-Star. So Cal Ripken. These, by the way, are Allen and Ginter cards from 2006 and also from 2014. Next, I know that many people probably will not agree. I got to see David Ortiz play here in San Diego during interleague. But he's a 3-time World Series champ, and Boston probably wouldn't have won those championships if it wasn't for this guy being so clutch in the playoffs, always being a clutch. He's also a member of the 500 Home Run Club, 10-time All-Star. So David Ortiz makes my list.
Nets is Miguel Cabrera, and probably many of you guys will probably not agree with this, but he's a Triple Crown winner in 2012. He's a 11-time All-Star, 2-time MVP. He's a World Series champ, and he's won the batting title 4 times. So Miguel Cabrera makes my list, and he's still young. I mean, he can still play, you know. It's just that he's been injured, gets injured now. Nets is Alex Rodriguez. I know many of you guys probably don't agree with this one. You know, you guys probably want to see Derek Jeter instead, and Derek Jeter makes my honorable mention. So he's not going to be here, but there's so many great players that make my honorable mention that I'm not going to put in this. You know, like Robin Yount. He was a childhood favorite of mine. So was Dale Murphy. I mean, there's just so many. But I got Alex Rodriguez in my top 10. He's a 3-time MVP, 14-time All-Star. He did win a championship with the Yankees in 2009. 696 career home runs, just 4 shy of 700. And he's a member of the 3,000 hit club and 2,000 RBI club. I know people loved him when he first came up with the Seattle Mariners, and then they hated him once he got traded to had that huge contract with Texas, and then they hated him even more when he went to the Yankees, and they hated him even more when he took when he was taking performance drugs. All right, Nets on my list, and many people probably would not agree with this, but Frank Thomas. I have him there in the Oakland A's, but we all know him as a White Sox. The Big Hurt. I mean, he probably would have had a monster numbers if he wouldn't got hurt a lot. But if you look at his early career, his early start, he started with a bang. 2-time MVP, 5-time All-Star, a member of the 500 home run club, and just another player just like King Griffey Jr., who probably would have had big numbers if he wouldn't gotten hurt a lot. Nets is Albert Pujols. I got to see him play a couple of times, like 2 or 3 times here in San Diego. Just a great player. I love this guy. 3-time MVP, 10-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champ, member of the 3,000 hit club, and a member of the 600 home run club. 300 lifetime batting average. I mean, he's a great player. I mean, and he's still playing. So I think Albert Pujols makes my top 10. And like I said, I know that many of you guys don't agree with my picks, but like I said, I never saw Babe Ruth play. I never saw Hank Aaron play. I think every generation has their great players, and I know that many of these players wouldn't have been what they are if players like Clemente and Mays ever came. I mean, because a lot of players style and their game after these older players, But another person that makes my list is Ichiro. How can you not like Ichiro? He's an MVP, 10-time All-Star, 10-time Gold Glove winner, 2-time batting champ, and a member of the 3,000 hit club. And if you combine his numbers with his Japanese numbers, they're amazing. So that's my top 10 right here. Right there. If I can put Ichiro over here. Oops, sorry Ichiro. Once again, these are my Allen and Ginter. I have the sets of Allen and Ginter, about the only set that I really have. But that's my top 10 right there. Thank you, Dustin, for the contest or the video, and congrats again. Also, what did I want to say? I lost my thought. Anyways, oh yeah, I was gonna say that I didn't not include any pitchers because I think pitchers should be in a different category, because there's so many great pitchers. There's Nolan Ryan, Kershaw, which I love. So many great pitchers. Mariano Rivera, awesome pitchers. All right, so I just included just the batters. All right, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.